Zurück bei Hellblade. Wir stehen vor dem Gesicht ihrer Mutter.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home. It does not ask you to swim against it.
Wir sollen uns treiben lassen. Im Grunde ist es das, was wir hier tun. Wir lassen uns eigentlich hier durchtreiben. Von ihren Stimmen, die uns sagen, wo wir hingehen sollen. Und nun schnell herauf zu Dillian.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
Werden wir diese Gestalt überhaupt einholen können? Dort hinten ist die wieder.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
You have to keep Dillian waiting. Keep going.
Sie erinnert sich an ihr erstes Treffen mit ihm.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Und solche Geschichten gibt es immer wieder. Über Verrat, Misstrauen. Und dort oben finden wir wahrscheinlich neue Symbole. Senua, du schaffst das. Da stehen aber einige Totems rum.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, You'll never guess what happens.
Dazu müssen wir wohl das nächste Totem finden, um das zu erfahren. Keine Symbole. Wie öffnen wir dieses Tor? Hier kommen wir auf jeden Fall nicht weiter. Wir müssen uns also noch woanders umsehen, bevor wir dieses Tor öffnen können. Wenigstens geht es Senua langsam wieder besser. Hier drunter war doch noch eine Höhle, oder nicht? Dort. Dort kommen wir aber nicht hinein. Da ist noch ein Totem.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Jetzt kommt man da lang und dort hinten lang. Muss ich da hinten nochmal schauen, nicht, dass da noch ein Totem versteckt ist. Was hat seine Schwester für einen Plan geschmiedet? Ist ganz schön verwinkelt hier. Aber hier scheint nichts zu sein. Hier ist der andere Weg. Ja. Nun gut, dann geht's hier weiter.
Day after day, watching from afar, she
moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Hat sie von ihm angefangen, das Kämpfen zu lernen? Da ist doch was. Oh.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Was wird das für ein ausgeklügelter Plan? Und wie lange wurde er geschmiedet, wenn der Sohn geboren wurde und dann mit seinem Vater erst kämpfen geht? Dann muss er...
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really think it's real? You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going?
Where is she going?
What is she following?
You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Und so war es früher für sie, als sie ihn mit dem Baum sah. Als er trainierte und sie zusah.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
Lion? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he real? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Delia? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Wartet er auf uns oder ist es nur ein Trick? Oh, warum ist Dillian gestorben? Was ist da nur passiert? Das ist doch bestimmt irgendwas hier, oder? Oder auch nicht. Zumindest jetzt noch nicht. Aber dort zumindest ist ein Totem, das auf uns wartet.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out, so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. But she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Wir sollen uns nicht an den Göttern rächen. Wir wollen uns ja auch nicht an ihnen rächen, wir wollen Dillian befreien. Wenn sie uns Dillian geben, brauchen wir uns nicht rächen.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Und gibt es dieses Schwert immer noch? Ist es vielleicht sogar Senuas Schwert gewesen? Aber ihr Schwert ist jetzt wirklich gebrochen, oder? Sie hat es gar nicht mehr dabei, ne? Aber auch ihr Schwert ist gebrochen. Vielleicht kann man es reparieren. Wohin kommen wir hier? Ach, das Schwert im Baum.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. It's a trick. It's
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it. It's the metal runestones.
Jede Prüfung, also 4 Prüfungen sind es dann, glaube ich.
The runes. Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see? Go to it. It's not safe.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now?
Ein neues Gebiet, eine Prüfung.
So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Feel the dead in the air. You can feel the dead. Do this. Turn back. Why would he bring a hands? Why would he do something so dangerous?
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Mir wird gerade bewusst, dass ich ja gar nicht mehr zu den anderen beiden Glyphen zurück kann wahrscheinlich. Jetzt zumindest noch nicht. Irgendwann werde ich die einsammeln müssen. Was für eine Prüfung erwartet uns hier? Vielleicht ein Kampf oder ein Rätsel? Da geht es hinein. Aber ich glaube, hier gibt es nichts, oder? Nein, okay. Ist ganz schön dunkel da drin. Gehen wir rein.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in.
for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Da geht's immer. Schon mal, ich laufe da gerade im Kreis. Puh.
I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him?
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader.
Over this way. What was that?
When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Ich bin extra hier hinten erst hingelaufen. Denn man hört ziemlich gut, aus welcher Richtung die Stimmen von Dillian kommen. Oh, das ist gut. Hab ich vielleicht schon Fackeln übersehen? Hier waren wir also schon mal. Wird's ein Labyrinth?
Don't touch the walls. You don't know what they might do. Turn back. She has to keep going. It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can save you.
Hä?
It's too scary.
Ach
Find another way. It's
so.
not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus. Use your mind. Where's he going?
I can hear him.
Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Schon cooler Humor teilweise. Und irgendwie passt alles dazu, dass sie schon wahnsinnig ist.
Listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is. Keep going. Senua, follow the voice. You're nearly there. Dillian's voice. It's him.
Wir müssen, glaube ich, da lang.
Save you.
Ich gehe erstmal hier lang.
Voice. Find him.
Okay. Ah, okay, das haben wir gerade angemacht. Gehen wir jetzt mal nach rechts.
You don't recognize him. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do. You know.
Links waren wir schon mal.
Listen for his voice. Listen. Dillian. Where are you? Listen for his voice. Dillian. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Ich gehe mir jetzt mal in die Richtung, wo ich ihn nicht höre. Ich höre ihn immer von rechts. Okay, da waren wir gerade. Ich will die Totems finden. Hier ist ein verschlossenes Tor, da geht's nicht weiter.
That's not him, it can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is changing.
What? That's not
Herva ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herva demands her inheritance, but her father warns her that the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Wir kommen von hier nicht weiter. Hat ihr Vater irgendwas noch mit der Geschichte zu tun? Okay, irgendwie verändert sich auch die Stimme, wenn wir fokussieren. Hier ist auch das Gitter. Ah, hier waren wir noch nicht.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian.
Wir werden wohl in die Falle gelockt.
If only we could see life through each other's eyes, there would be no hatred. Where we only hate what we fear, we only fear what we cannot see. Your father, and I will keep on trying, but his gods will not let him avert his gaze. But if he could, he would know not to turn his anger on us.
Wessen Zorn? Wer hat die Familie heimgesucht? Und wer erwartet uns hier?
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy?
The chief had some.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods! Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
Was hat ihr Vater nur gemacht? Ich habe langsam die Vermutung, dass der Vater dachte, durch die Fähigkeit der Frau und seiner Tochter sind die verflucht. Denn er sagte nur, sie kann durch seine Hände von den Göttern geheilt werden. Ist sie geflohen von zu Hause? Ich denke, wir werden mehr erfahren, aber das bei der nächsten Folge von Hellblade. Schaltet wieder ein, bis dann nicht den Kopf verlieren. Ciao.